Tonight we'll speak to head coach of South Springvale, Bill Lampropoulos. I stuffed that up. Hansberger, especially another Hansberger's gone there, and hopefully by next week will he be the All Blacks coach, or will he be
All Whites,
All Blacks at New Zealand? Or he's at the start of the game, he's playing work to affection.
Player.
And you bring in Roy Carroll, who's back from injury. Andy Carroll doing the job. That man who we spoke to last week, Damien Keogh, the informed striker.
Damien
Keogh.
Damien's the old Sydney Kings player, mate.
Andy Keogh.
Currently at the Sharks.
Three-pointer.
Yeah. For me, it's nothing. They'll be best of mates again in a week. It's a storm in a cup of tea. It's like
mate, I'll tell you something. I spoke to Phil today.
Tonight we'll catch up with Adelaide United coach Joseph Gambo. Joseph Gambo, good evening. Cerro, in the last kick of the game, 94th minute, got the winner for Adelaide. Caused heroic scenes. Joseph Gambo running down with his players for the celebration. Everyone questioned Joseph Gambo. It's like Wanderers was so successful because every meeting that Guy Lawman's had. Spirinovich is gone. Partner Spirinovich. All right, guys.
After loading.
Firstly, we'll start because we had a few guys Twitter us about wanting to tweet about how
talking to some of the biggest names.
Diego Drogba's name's been mentioned. Who?
Didier
Drogba, sorry.
No.
Diego Drogba, like we said, Diego Drogba came on a free from Galatasaray, caught up with the tic-tac football in the 93rd minute when we all thought the game was dust and buried. They're supporting the Dutch for life after that because I was just memorised. Said most of these boys are playing second-tier European football. Most of our boys playing second-tier competition.
You're talking about Leighton Orient versus
Rotterdam. They get in a third
Rotherham.
Rotterdam. In a third-tier English football game can draw that many people at Wembley.
Third tier,
not tie. It's second tier.
For our Where's Your Head segment, and
where's your head at?
Roy Hodgson, and I was so glad second half Atletico Madrid. I mean, they were outplayed in the first half, but Simone, what a job he's done! It's phenomenal. I mean, Simone's going to go to Simone, Diego Simone, and the whole Atletico.
Simone Warne.
Simone Ward. No, Mr. Diego. And mate, South Africa.
Yeah.
We had the Bambazulas doing our head in.
The Bambazulas.
They were blowing him the television. We couldn't. No. Suarez against England. England are going to panic just knowing that Suarez on the field. We know the England backline is poor. Yanelka, Cahill, the other day, Leighton Baines. Leighton Baines. Mate, look at this squad. Cellini, Darmina, Candareva, Macheriso, Balotelli, Barzagella, Girossi, Paletta,
We definitely don't have George Danikian here doing the pronunciations.
Let's leave the pronunciations to someone else.
This Italian
Les Murray or George Danikian.
The big hitters Spain were buried at the legendary Maracanã. Well, I said it again 2 weeks ago on the show, and I said there would have been hard scoring goals in South Africa with those Venezuelas, whatever they wanted to call them. Vuvuzelas. Look at Pac-Man under Colombia. I mean, at the end of the day, it's proven, if you get a good coach and brings the right system and give him time, it doesn't matter what you will do.
Yeah, who was with Colombia?
Pac-Man. What's his name? Pac-Man.
Maradona
was snorkeling coke left, right.
Snorkeling.
You need a microscopic to see it. Soccer Stoppage Time is known for its competitions, prizes, scoops, fights, banter, pronunciation. But fine, Caceres, Papa, Perlo, Tevez, like the names in there. We're back to our best.
Are we recording this? You said two Italian names and you avoided the rest of the Italian names.
I refuse. As we know, Deshibi, like we said, from Newcastle, 10 million.
Debucci.
Ospina from Nice, 3 million.
Sashimi.
And Chambers from Southampton, 12 million. Says LaLuca's finally now been tied up at Everton for £28 million.
Who?
LaCuca, sorry. and Bertrand at Southampton. But anyway.
What?
Andy, we're not here for comedy, mate.
Chubba, mate, you are the best. This is... seriously, whoever's listening, how good is it?
Okay.
Amir Khan from Bayern Leverkusen, £10 million. Lovren, Southampton, £20 million.
He says it all the time.
Markovic from Benfica, £20 million. And Orgeki from Lille, £10 million. Origi. The big one was Lukuga, whatever you want to call him.
The Cougar.
Lukuga from Chelsea, 28
million.
Can you believe? And Lamela has finally started school. They let go Sigurdsson to Swansea. Poor Gerrard, what a wonderful career. He's only going to be remembered as the slippery dip.
Yeah, the slippery dip.
The slippery dip.
Slippy.
Nikolai Topper here. I'm glad you... CK Moscow. Roma taking on CK Moscow on 150 for CK Moscow. And they must hope that CKC Moscow also lose to Bayern Munich. CSK Moscow. CSKA Moscow. Bate Borisov. Bate Bostroba. I want someone to tell me who is Gibraltar. I've never heard of them.
Gibraltar.
Oh, who are they?
Gibraltar.
Got Russia taking on Liechtenstein, Montenegro versus Moldova, and in the last one, Group H, with Azerbaijan taking on Bulgaria. Quality of Brisbane Roar sacked because, well, let's see, a series of defeats. I don't care what they can come up with. For me, it is a ludicrous decision that Mike Mulvey could be sacked. The football Brisbane played last year was phenomenal. Okay?
Buddy. No one.
Welcome back to Soccer Stoppage Time, everything you need to know about football on your station, 2MM1665. It's a pleasure to have on the line from the Courier Mail, Marco Monteverdi, who broke the article and...
Broke the story.
Yeah.
He didn't break the article.
He broke the story.
He'd like to break some articles, but he broke the
story and wrote the article about the ongoings and the sacking of Mike Mulvey. Good evening, Marco. Morgan, what kind of fallout do you think there's going to be with the fans on... They play Saturday against Perth Glory. Marco? That's not a first time about it. Didn't remember. But didn't remember the Arsenal player. Who was it? Izzo. What's his name? Izzo. He was Ozo. What's his name? Ozil. Remember when he was at the park?
Izzle.
We're trying to make a CD.
Shizzle my nizzle.
That'll do, mate.
Mr. Squiggle.
That'll do.
Mr. Squiggle.
Yeah, but we'll be back next week, bigger and better. What have we got next week? We'll be talking the Champions League winner.
Yep.
The team that got promoted.
We're talking about Sizzle. On that note, you better take us off here.
I thought you were going to say the longest name in the world, and it's only 4 letters, mate.
I forgot his name, man.
And I thought you were talking about someone from yesteryear, like who played 10, 15 years ago.
It's like the biggest name at Arsenal. He's still...
Ray Hadley, you want to sign me up? I'm here, mate.